So I'm going to show you how I try to fix the lace. Probably light is too much. So anyway, let me explain what I'm doing right here. With pins I secured my lace to the case just for the reason that I can that my lace will not move and I will be around the magnet. So what I decided to do, I connected my thread in the trying to find a place to show you. I connected my lace right in here at one of the spots that marked with purple, all those spots that are around on the edge of the magnet, and I sewed over it. Then I moved the thread to the next part and came back and moved thread to the other part and sewed. You can see this thread right in here under the picot, this right here, this thread. And then I sewed around it like a few times. The same I did here. I secured this spot right in here, this small area, sewed over it, again moved my thread, here it is, build a bridge. And basically I built this bridge along the edge of the lace. Again I moved and secured this spot right in here where I will cut, and went back with the thread and secured the thread on the part right in here, back where I was before. And again I sewed around this area. It's like needlework or cut work, white cut work. This is what they do. They move thread back and forth and then sew over it to create a design. The same I did again here. You can see better this bridge that I built with thread. And this thread right here, those bridges of thread that I built around the edge of the magnet, I will crochet over this. Exactly the same stitch as I have to match my netting. So I'm going to show you how I do this. So right now I am at this area right in here, and I will build bridge from this spot to this spot right in here, from this area to this. So at first I will sew over the marked area, and you do all this with the same thread as you were crocheting the netting. It's not the easy part to knit, sew with that thread, because thread is twisting a lot. And I'm sorry I'm not really organized here because it's not easy to do, and I honestly don't know what I'm doing at this point. It's just something I never did before. So I'm just securing these places where I will have to cut thread. And I will cut this part right in here that covering my magnet. I will cut a little bit like in the middle, and then I will take care of all this thread, see how far it will go and what will happen to my place where I connected my thread and build bridges. So I sew over it like 2-3 times over this spot that I am sewing around. 2-3 times to secure. And now I will move from here to this spot right there. I hope you see very well. And make sure that the thread that you're moving, building the bridge, you cannot really see this. Here it is. I'll try to move for you. Not the easy. way of showing. Here this thread. Make sure that this thread is not tight, but go along the edge. You will build this around like that. So here this thread, I can come back, or I can secure this place first, at least one more time. I keep catching this thread with my pins. It's gonna be frustrating. And be careful not to cut your thread on the picot like I just did right now. I don't see very well because I cannot turn on the lights. Okay, now I secured this spot and I secured that spot right in here. And I have to go back to build the bridge with the thread. I'm going back and secure this again right in here, just once. So here's my thread, one direction and back another direction. Now I will weave around this thread, as I call it, bridges. I will pick up both strands and sew around probably like 3 times. And again, I'm coming to the place where I secured my place, the thread or area where I will cut later. I will cut not right here, but I will cut a little bit before that to see what's going on with thread. If it starts unraveling, I can at least have a small piece to weave in. And so I built this bridge right in here. I will not have to cut this part right here. All I have to do weave in my thread, because as you see I have this arch right in here, and so this arch will be my building block that I don't have to worry about. So I will just weave in my thread inside. And this thread loves to create all kinds of surprises. And again I'm moving, and this time, as you see, I will do exactly the same thing. So I will not do anything right in here. I will not build bridges because I have this bridge here. My arch will be my bridge. Now I will connect this dot, and also right in here I will build the bridge exactly the same way as I was building it here. So right in here again I will have another bridge already made by arch. I will not do anything here, but I will have to probably build something in here or leave that part for me as a building bridge, and then later crochet around all these build bridges. Right in here you can see this right here, this thread right in here, then I have thread over there hiding right in here, and around all the area around the magnet. So this is what I will do. I will crochet now around this edge. So one more time, I connected and secured all spots that I marked with a purple marker, and I built bridges with thread, with the same thread I crocheted netting, going back and forth and then weaving around this thread to build this bridge to make sure it's kind of staying there intact. Try not to make it very tight. You want it nice and snug around the magnet later. And so I will go around and I will make all those bridges, and then with the same thread I will crochet around it the same pattern as I have here for the netting. 3 single crochet stitches picot and so on around the built bridges. And we will see what will happen in the next video. I'll show you how I will cut this area and what I will do with those small pieces of thread.